W's and L's, a weekly recap show where we give a dub to the things that we like and an L to the things that we do not. It's on you, brother.
All right, cool. Let's get these dubs out of the way, shall we? We got an official announcement on the John Stewart Green Lantern series this week. We are getting John Stewart. I know we were a little bit worried there when Zaslav started taking his axe to all those projects. We was wondering, oh, he gonna get Blue Beetle? Is John Stewart gonna be gone? What are you doing? What are we doing? So we can wipe our foreheads on that one. I like this. I like this a lot. This is something that got us very excited. I feel like it was like 2 years ago that they were talking about doing the HBO Max series. So definitely hyped about this. James Gunn, your homework. Get J.J. Abrams to put Icon into the DCEU. Please. Please. No Black Clark Kents. But yeah, no, definitely dope on for just another dope series. I think that's not even really a hot take. The superhero related series over there at WB or HBO Max are head and shoulders above whatever we got over on Disney Plus. Just from a series standpoint, it's a lot better, in my estimation. So they'll just be adding another one to their repertoire, which is pretty good. You didn't even talk about the Ant-Man and the Wasp trailer. Did you see it?
I did.
What did you think?
I cannot wait to see Kang be the big bad in this one. I just can't wait to see Jonathan Majors play a huge part in what's to come up next. Jonathan Majors is dope.
I like Jonathan Majors, man. Really great actor. I think this is it. Well, it feels like it's going to be a Kang movie. He's obviously the antagonist, right? Because he's the new big bad. But this is going to be his de facto origin, right? Obviously, he's a variant of He Who Remains from the Loki series. So this is a completely different version from that guy that we saw. So they will need to do a level of explaining who Kang is in the MCU. Where did he come from? What are his motivations? And it seems like Ant-Man and the Wasp is going to be that for Kang. Man, I do love to see the that Ant-Man can take his predecessor's wife, his wife, and his successor, his future successor, into a film. And you see everybody has a role, everybody's happy, everybody is equally represented and balanced. See how easy that is. See how easy that is. So for all of you, oh, but it's the black woman's turn. I don't see Paul Rudd sitting in the back while Cassie Lane is getting them back to the quantum realm, or why Janet Van Dyne is getting out of the quantum realm, or why Wasp is fighting right alongside him. Hell, he even got room to let old Pank Him, the original Ant-Man, in there. See how they can share. See how easy that is. But I really do like the what the trailer gave us. And they didn't give us too much. I'm not gonna watch another one. I have no idea what this movie is about, other than the fact that they go to the quantum realm and run into Kang. And that's probably what I could have surmised before even seeing the trailer, just based off of the, what we've been getting. The name and the little pressers and stuff that they've been talking about it. Obviously, the casting of Jonathan Majors is Kang. But yeah, I won't be watching another one because they gave me just enough of nothing for me to be satisfied with the movie. So it was fine. Question: are you more excited about Ant-Man and Wasp for Jonathan Majors or Creed 3?
That story sounds pretty good. The story of Creed 3 sounds pretty good to me.
I feel like I've heard that story, though, like a couple times.
Probably.
Oh, man, I had to sacrifice for you, and you wouldn't be nothing without me. I won't go as far as calling it tropey, but it's definitely overdone. So they're going to have to give me some really great performances to pull me out of that, because it's a very overdone trope. You know what I mean?
It's Will and his homeboy from Bel Air.
Literally, nigga. Oh, I didn't mean to let that one slip, but literally, like it is the same shit. It's been done over and over, and it came up in All American too. If anybody watches All American in here, remember Sean? Sean was he was really talented, and if it wasn't for him protecting damn, I forgot his name, Spencer would have never been a top recruit and would have never went to Beverly and blah 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 blah. And fatally, what happened to Sean ended up dead. Animal with Tom Hardy, same thing. Oh, I protected you from our father and got beat up, and then I went to war and you got to be a fighter. Now I gotta fight you. It's very overdone. I'm going to give him just a little bit of leeway though, because this is his first time writing and directing both. I think that's his debut, writing and directing. He directed Just Mercy, but I don't think he wrote it. In any case, I'll give you one. I'll give you one. Just do it well. Just do it well.
I'm excited to see it.
For sure. Last dub I got is going out to Miss Riri. Did we get some Rihanna music this week? Yes, we did. Now, it had to come off the back of, obviously, what it was on. But y'all are never going to get me to hate on Rihanna. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I'm still recasting T'Challa. I don't care for the movie, but I'm never hating on Rihanna's music, ever. Not gonna
I don't know, bro. The Navy was pretty mad at her for the fact that the one time she comes out with some music in how many years, and it's a lullaby is what they refer to it as.
Oh my God.
They wanted something they can bop to, you know?
No. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. The song wasn't shit. It wasn't nothing, but it was Rihanna, goddammit. She came out of the cave. Be excited.
Baby Wakanda Forever. They wanted some twerk music to Wakanda Forever, you know what I mean? That's what they wanted. They wanted a Wakanda Forever bop.
It's very, very bland. It's very but it's Rihanna. She's out of the cave. I don't think she went in there to make one song and then gone back. You know what I'm saying? So let's
I would hope.
Come on, folks. All right, L's. First L I got is going out to us. We don't usually do this a lot. But fair is fair. And last week on our Joe Budden video, we said some things that weren't necessarily true, and we went down some rabbit holes that took us off of our initial point. So I wanted to try and clean some of that up. First of all, New Rory and Mal, not more successful viewership-wise than JPB or JBP.
Did we say that? We didn't say more.
I think we alluded to the fact that they are the more interesting pod, and so it came off as we were saying that they get more viewership.
If it did come off that way, definitely did not mean that.
And secondly, I didn't know I didn't know that the podcast predated Everyday Struggle.
Everyday Struggle.
Yeah, I didn't know that shit. I didn't know that.
About like a year.
Like when I saw Joe Budden on Everyday Struggle is when I happened to stumble into his podcast. So,
but that's what I was saying.
I'm a casual watcher, so that's why it would happen.
I said I started paying attention to it after Everyday Struggle. I said the same thing, but I didn't mean that it started because of Everyday Struggle and everybody. Because I knew he had said, I think he reviewed Views, and that led to a Drake beef before Everyday Struggle even happened.
Okay, yeah, you're right. So now, the point that we were trying to make about Joe Budden and his dealings was essentially that, and it kind of got lost in the sauce. We get on tangents sometimes, but the point of it is that let's say that everything that Joe is saying about the money, the influence, who did what, who's owed what is true. The nature of a podcast is such that you can't have that kind of control or that type of relationship and have the chemistry too. You can't be the boss and the best friend. You know what I mean? Like the podcast itself was set up as three guys who were friends, shooting the shit, right? That's the premise of the podcast about any and everything. Well, now when you change the dynamic into no, nigga, y'all work for me. I wouldn't be here without me. Don't ask me nothing about the money. Just do what you do and stay over there. How do you expect the chemistry to stay the same? How can they do what they do on that show if the relationship is as such? I'm up here, y'all down here. Just be happy that you're getting the trickle down. It can't exist like that. And that was my point also about talking about Ice and Ish, because it's like that dynamic, if it's set that way now, cannot possibly work with a group of 3 grown men. Because what you usually see is that guys who are built like that, or acts that are built like that, are single person podcasts. Joe Rogan. You know what I mean? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Not a group setting where y'all my employees and I'm the boss. Well, that messes up the dynamic. That messes up the chemistry. That is the point.
Sure.
He shouldn't be even if it's true, even if he is the reason why they getting money now. You don't treat him like that. You don't treat him like that. The chemistry is the only thing y'all got. And you killed it. Last point. Joe is doing better than Roy and Maul. But he is not doing what he did when they were there. That's all I'm saying. So it probably would have benefited him to clean that situation up a little bit better than how it's being handled right now. For sure. But I can own up to when I'm wrong. And there was some stuff we said on that video that was wrong. And I know it was very popular. So I just wanted to correct some of that for sure.
I'm never wrong.
Okay.
Never lost.
Anyways, as soon as I'm giving HBO and Warner Brothers a dub, I gotta take one away and give them an L because they canceled my boy the Sea Snake from the House of the Dragon, his spinoff series, the Black Valerian with the white dreads. I know you didn't seen that in the commercial.
Yeah, yep.
Supposed to get a spinoff series, and they canceled it. Ain't that
Zaslav?
Yeah. Dang. He's been one of the more interesting characters in that series. So it would have been nice to get a spinoff to see some of his battles and stuff like, because you almost never actually see him fighting. There's only one time when you actually see him in the middle of a battle. And I think that was in preparation of him having a solo series to do it in. Now, maybe his story gets rolled into some other series that they'll do, some other spinoff, maybe. But as of right now, it seems like it's getting axed, and I was very disappointed.
They should let him have his own thing, despite not knowing anything about the character. They should just let him have his own thing.
Just let him have it. All right, last L I got is going out to Mr. Ethan Klein. Like, you can't make any better karma than this, right? If you don't know who Ethan Klein is, he is a liberal commentator online, streamer. That guy regularly gets into spouts with, the conservative lowbrows like Crowder and Shapiro and Rubin and all that other stuff, right? So let's take this back 2-3 months or so. Ethan Klein calls out Abba and Preach. We're all familiar with Abba and Preach. Calls them out for defending Fresh and Fit against some erroneous sexual assault claims that were made against them that were proven to be erroneous, right? And so Ethan Klein, without even like looking into it or seeing what it is that they actually said in the video, because he says it as he's commentating on it. I didn't even watch it, but did you see them? And they're defending Fresh and Fit without even hearing what they say. Throws them completely underneath the bus. Fresh and Fit's position on it was that we didn't have any evidence on it, so we didn't speak on it, and then it came out to be fake, and that's exactly why we didn't say anything about it. Seems pretty fair, right? Let's fast forward to about a week ago. Ethan Klein comes out and says Ben Shapiro, that if there was another rounding up of the people practicing Jewish faith, that he hopes that they would get Ben Shapiro first. deplatformed, canceled, yada 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 yada. Right? And so he says it, and hearing it out of my mouth, it sounds pretty sharp, right? He was joking. He was making a joke. He does a lot of satirical comedy. He's a funny guy, right? Yeah, well, you know what they did? They heard what you said, and then they decided to cancel you based off of that without even watching your video. you hear Ethan Klein and his anti-Semitism? Cancel him. You hear this guy Ethan Klein? He's being anti-Semitic. Just cancel him. Without ever playing the video to hear what the context of the statement was. Why did we like you? Karma.
Look at YouTube being consistent.
Karma. That's all that is, bro.
Oh man.
Like literally, you shitted on Abba and Preach for making a video about objectivity. Then you get canceled for a lack of objectivity because no one's actually trying to apply or trying to find out what the context of it is, that what you said, whether or not it was a joke, was it said and with, like, you know, with vitriol behind it, was it said to demean Ben Shapiro and his faith, or was it to say that he was a dog shit person? Doesn't matter. Context doesn't matter to you because you set that premise already. So now you are getting canceled off of the same strength, the same premise that you set. Congratulations, you played yourself. That's the end of mine.
Well, my single one and only dub goes out to Planet Fanatics, aka Planet Fanatics, for getting 1,000 subs. I know it's a goal of theirs that they've had, and anytime that any YouTuber peers that we have hit a milestone, I figure it's a good idea to go ahead and shout them out. Still waiting on guys like the OB to hit the 1,000 subscribers. Still waiting on, you know, guys like Be Real with D Real to hit his 500 subscribers. So, you know, if you looking, go ahead and subscribe to the guys. My next L, before I get on this, seems to be a lot of people who don't understand how privacy works on Twitter. I'll elaborate. There is a gentleman by the name of Jared Golden who is running for Franklin County Auditor against Democrat incumbent Michael Stenziano. So, in doing your due diligence and try to find a little bit more about this person, you might be tempted to go and check out Jared's Twitter, right? See what he's tweeting about. Go to his Twitter, you see his tweets, probably some stuff about the upcoming election, things of that nature, and probably some right-wing things going on. Go to his replies, he's probably talking to other candidates. He's probably talking to some of his constituents, maybe even. Go to his media, you're bound to see campaign media, pictures, places he's been, things of that nature. Click on the last tab, his likes. Maybe you want to see his values, the things that he truly values as a candidate. I'm sure he's liking things that relate to the GOP, you know, obviously things that mention him well in the campaign that he's running. No, he's on there liking hot mom porn. All over his shit. Just tons of hot mom porn. Like, bro, we can see your likes. We can see your likes. You gotta chill, bro. That's not how Twitter works, bro. Tons of it. Tons of it.
Hot mom porn. That's he got to lean into it now. No, he has to lean into it. He has to. He got to be like, hey, look. Am I right? Or am I right?
He should. No, he got hacked and then deleted his Twitter.
Bro, oh come! You're about to lose, bro. You about to lose for sure. You about to lose.
For sure. Because you did that shit. You did it.
You about to lose. You deleted your Twitter? Hold on.
It's gone.
What is the point of deleting your Twitter if you're saying you got hacked? And first of all, did they hack you every day and go back and like this thing?
Got to do my daily liking of Jared over here.
They hacked you every day.
Oh,
Hot mom,
gotta be consistent. Gotta be consistent. You know?
Oh my God, man.
Whew.
That is
I thought that
hilarious.
was hilarious. Now, I said I would kind of talk a little bit more about it. Chance and Doc Rivers, they also out here liking some crazy shit in past weeks.
Yes.
Some crazy shit.
Okay, so talk to me. What does that mean? Is that like, I don't, they be considered gay, or is it just, what is it when, if you're attracted to specifically trans people? Like, what does that mean?
It's tough because you're attracted to a female body type, but you're attracted to the male sexual organ.
Yeah, like what orientation is that? I don't get it. Well, first of all, Chance has a wife.
Yeah.
Chance got a wife.
Does Doc Rivers not also have a wife?
Is he with Austin Rivers' mom still? I don't know.
But what they will tell you, like the LGBT community will tell you, is that you're still straight. You just also like women.
Well, no, okay. Anyways, what I can say is that you can be fooled. It's not like you would just know.
Well, until you.
Oh yeah, right. I'm saying liking pictures online. It's not like you would just know off top. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Maybe it's not like, oh, I specifically am attracted to trans women. Maybe they just thought it was.
But if it's a certain type of media, a certain type of adult media.
Okay. Well, you got me. Darn.
I just, you know.
I mean, look, you like what you like, bro. Far be it on me to judge where you put your private parts, but it's just it's very interesting to think about. Like, what does that mean?
But if if you know there's going to be a shitstorm around it, have a burner.
Burner, dog. Kevin Durant has never looked like a more practical person. Kevin Durant looks like the smartest man in the NBA right now.
It doesn't have to be you, and then like, you know, it could be Kevin 847. A little different. Going to give an L to boxing because Jake Paul just won another boxing match against Anderson Silva.
He beat Anderson Silva. Yo, this has to stop. It has to. Like by knockout?
No, he did knock him down in the final round though. And then I think they gave him the unanimous decision.
I mean, obviously I haven't seen the fight. I don't know how that went.
I literally only saw the last few seconds of it.
Because it's becoming very apparent what the business model is. And I'm not here for it. Like, let me take old retired fighter or athlete who's fighting out of discipline and I'll knock him out. Get a win up of them, and then that'll increase my profile. The reason why they keep doing that is because they can't sell pay-per-view. They can't sell pay-per-views without names like Tyron Woodley or Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva is not a boxer. If Anderson Silva could have took the back of his heel and placed it on Jake Paul's temple, he would have. But he can't. He's fighting out of discipline. He's retired. These are not feats from a real boxer. These are not wins from a real boxer. This is skewed and set up to get eyeballs to sell pay-per-view because they can't do it otherwise.
And it's working.
And I'm getting tired of it.
As you should.
Because he's being very, very selective about who he's choosing to fight. He will not get in the ring with somebody who could hurt him. And I don't think Anderson Silva wearing 8-ounce boxing gloves and not being able to use his feet or grapple or get to the ground was in danger of hurting Jake Paul. I just don't. Too old, and you're fighting out of discipline. Why don't these guys go, okay, so Tyron Woodley's going to fight you in a boxing match, or Anderson Silva's going to fight you in a boxing match, you get into the octagon with Anderson Silva. Same thing with Floyd. What's the name? He got you in boxing, right? He came to you, he boxed you, McGregor.
Mm-hmm.
Right? When was you ever going to get in the octagon, bro?
Never.
Well, Floyd would never do that. He doesn't have the training. He doesn't have the discipline. What? Huh? Jake Paul would never do that. He doesn't have the discipline. He doesn't have the train. What? Huh? Oh, but you can take retired boxers and retired athletes off the street and have them box where they've never boxed before. Tell you what, you want to have little-known fighters or little-known boxers come and get you, why don't you go get Pac-Man? Go fight Pac-Man Jones. Go fight Pac-Man Jones. He's trying his hand at fighting. What about Le'Veon Bell? Go get Le'Veon. Why don't you give somebody who's actually spending all their time becoming a fighter? Or you can just go fight a real boxer.
And get drugged.
Fight a real boxer. I'm sure Haney, Tank, Bud, any of them would take you. Any of them would love to. And then there's also the racial undertone of it, of this little white boy knocking out all these old black dudes. Like, dog. It's very obvious what they're trying to do.
Oh, yeah. And they're going to keep finding people because they're offering a nice little payday for less than real danger.
Mm-hmm.
It's unfortunate, but it's going to continue to be the case.
Sure.
I'm going to give it L to Halloween. I've seen a lot of costumes from celebrities and whatnot. Haven't seen what you did, by the way. Last time you was trying to show me the Logan and Aurora all over.
Oh yeah, I gotta give you. I'll make sure you get a picture. I was Jon Snow.
Oh, you did tell me that. You
definitely told me that. AKA John Blow. I was moving packs through Winterfell. You feel me?
Okay, so anyways, like I was saying, a lot of costumes. I've seen Diddy as Heath Ledger's Joker. I've seen Lizzo as Krishan, and she got a whole bunch of flack for being Blueface's girlfriend.
Krishan Rock?
Yeah.
She dressed up as Krishan Rock?
Yeah. Yep. She already got the backlash for it. A whole bunch of people were talking to them about it. Yeah, no, for sure.
Good. Because, we run into your defense, and literally, we, as in us, run into your defense every time somebody got something to say about you being fat. But you, and I haven't even seen the costume, and I know exactly what you did. So it's okay for you to shame other people's appearances and make caricatures of them. You know what? That's not what you was talking about. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. It's funny when you go to bat for somebody over something that you deem is unfair, and then they do that same unfair shit to somebody else.
No, 100%. I didn't see a Weeknd costume. Like, where's the Weeknd? Right? He always has the best Halloween costumes. I didn't see shit. So I'm trying to see where the Weeknd costume at. Who got the pics? Because I know he has something crazy. Got to give an L to Halloween for that. My last L goes to Lil Pump. He did an interview recently. You remember J. Cole 1985, right? He pretty much checked everything off that happened to Lil Pump. Mm-hmm. You know who disagrees with that? Lil Pump. Lil Pump's still here, right? So obviously, all the things that he said, not true.
Damn. Who is checking for you, bro? Who is checking for you? Rio Tour stopping next, bro. When your album drop, bro? What interviews you doing next week, bro? Who is checking for you? Nobody. Everything he said was going to happen to you happened to you. The trend is gone. The pill popping, the mosh pitting, the rainbow dread. That's not popular. It's not popping no more, bro. Your boy messed it up for everybody. Duke messed it up for everybody. He went out there, he showed his ass on the stand, and now all you rainbow hair MFers are not popular anymore. It's time to go away or reinvent, But a lot of you don't have talent, so there's nothing to reinvent. It was all just a gimmick in the first place. So McDonald's is hiring. And the fact that he has this level of dissonance that makes him think that J. Cole is wrong, even after all of this. And not only did you see it happen for you, but it happened for your homeboy too, Smoke Perk. It happened hard for him. So maybe time to be a cashier.
Much better career for him, at least.
Rapping? Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah. That is all I got.
Cool. Make sure you give us your dubs and nails from this week in the comments below. Also, comment on ours. Tell us what you thought. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Come back next Wednesday at 10 a.m. for another Dubs and Nails segment.
And make sure that you check out our previous Dubs and L's from weeks before. Catch up on some of the things that we talked about. And make sure you subscribe. We like to do this every Wednesday at 10 o'clock.